I saw this movie like 4 days ago, and I had all the intentions to do the review right away and get it out for you guys. But just thinking about this movie is exhausting. Dora and the Lost City of Gold is a live-action interpretation of the beloved character Dora the Explorer. It follows grown-up Dora, who has spent her whole life in the jungle, to one day be moved to the city, where she encompasses the most dangerous jungle of all, high school. That's all pretty much say without giving spoilers to you guys. This is a spoiler-free review. Now, Dora the Explorer is a lot like McDonald's and porn, okay? We've all done it at least once, but we're not gonna admit to anybody that we have. So with that said, I had a mild interest in watching a live-action interpretation of Dora on the big screen, especially when you have some talented names involved with the project. Michael Pena, Eugenio Derbez. Leave a like if you know who that man is. Shout out to my Hispanics. And up-and-coming actress who plays Dora, Isabella Moner. And I think attached to the right people, Dora the Explorer had the potential for being a really fun adventure film. And if not, I was hoping at least it was so bad it was enjoyable. But it couldn't even be that for me. Let me at least try to give you some positives with this movie. I do like how it is pretty self-aware. There are a few jokes in here that, well, if you watch the Dora the Explorer episode here and there, you'll get a good laugh. You'll see some Easter eggs in there that are like, oh my god, I can't believe I know my Dora the Explorer lore to understand that reference right there. And with this self-aware nature, they find a good way to balance out some comedy, get you laughing, realize how ridiculous the premise of the show is, and now the fact that it's trying to become a live-action film, there are definitely applaud-worthy things that the movie does that make you go, okay, you've earned my laugh, that was good. And hats off to the actress who plays Dora in this movie, because I think she's a real talent, and if you've seen her in the movie Instant Family with Mark Wahlberg, you get hints that this girl has real potential to do something with her career, and man, does she lowbrow herself to be in this project. The things they have her do, man, just hats off to her, because she is doing it with a smile. She is giving it her all. She is not phoning it in at all. She is going full on Dora. And really, that's all the positive things I can kind of say about Dora right now, because one, this movie is just so oddly balanced. The first half of this movie, there is like this real dreary, sad, almost every character minus Dora has a suicidal vibe to them. It's something the movie is trying to do that, oh, Dora's always this happy, energetic, fun person, and anyone around her just comes off so sad and hates life and doesn't want to be alive anymore. Especially when you bring her into the high school setting, which I don't understand what they were trying to do there, because the movie makes it out like it's gonna be a big part, but it's actually a small part of the film. And aside from the comedy that parodies Dora and has you laughing at everything ridiculous about the show, they try to add in other comedic elements in here, and it is just solely made for kid entertainment. I cannot tell you how many poop jokes you're about to get when you watch Dora the Explorer. There are so many underlying themes of poop in this movie, literal poop, that you will be completely surprised that they're focusing that much on a certain part of the human anatomy. And I have to address that. Of course, this movie is not made for my kind of demographic. It's not made really for adults. This is child entertainment, and I think it will accomplish that in entertaining a child. But as far as you being dragged out to see this movie with your younger child that hopefully has consented to be around you, will enjoy this movie and have a good laugh, but you will be sitting there just waiting for the clock to run out, because I remember it being an hour into this movie and I'm like, okay, we gotta be close to wrapping this up because this is taking forever. And it was only like 50 minutes into the movie and I'm like, this thing still has a good 30-40 minutes left. The side characters are very one-dimensional. The story is super predictable. There are really only a few laughs that'll get you entertained, like, okay, maybe that was worth me sitting here for a little bit. And Eugenio Derbez, my man, dude, what are you doing? You're trying to make it in Hollywood, or you're trying to end your career already? I don't know what I was expecting out of Dora the Explorer. I was kind of hoping for it to get Cat in the Hat vibes in that movie, where I understand it's not a good film, but it is just so wacky, fun, satirical that Mike Myers' performance just knocks out of the park. I was hoping Dora the Explorer would be that level of bad, but it just really tries to balance that line of taking it seriously while also trying to make fun of itself. For Dora and the Lost City of Gold, I'm gonna give action 2 stars. Being Dora the Explorer, there's gonna be some exploring, but the action isn't anything that's gonna wow you. Comedy in the movie, I'm gonna give it 2 stars. Like I said, there are some good jokes in here when they're making fun of Dora themselves in the show, but then they're gonna introduce you to kiddie humor where it's nothing but poop and fart jokes. Drama in the movie, I'm gonna give it 2 stars because the story was so simple. You see it coming a mile away, how it's gonna end up and what's gonna go down. Very predictable and easy to follow. Horror in the movie, no stars. There's nothing really in here that'll give you any scares. And suspensive film, I'm gonna give it 1 star. There really isn't anything that builds up your suspense. Like I said, it's a kids movie, so the stakes aren't very high. Casual fans, I'm gonna give it a B-. Cinephiles, I'm gonna give it a C-. And critically, I'm going to give it an F. For Dora and the Lost City of Gold, I would avoid this, but if you have a child, you can rent it at home.
Play the movie. Yeah, play.
That really is just my honest opinion with Dora the Explorer, guys. Like I said, I was willing to see it and give it a chance, hoping just for it to entertain me for a little bit, but I found it more of a chore than actual entertainment. Let me know what you guys think of Dora. If you got around to seeing the live action, are you even interested in this thing? Do you have a kid that's gonna drag you out to see it? Anything and everything, you guys let me know down below. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.